morning, everyone. Welcome to your yoga class today. As you come into a comfortable seat, I thought we would start off with a little bit of a mindfulness meditation. So feel your buns on the ground, feel your heels in front of your hips, and notice your knees relaxing. You're welcome to prop yourself up on a pillow or sit in a chair, whatever feels comfortable for you to be present and in this moment. Place your hands on your legs and begin to feel your spine nice and long. Notice your shoulders open as you breathe in and out calmly, gently. Thoughts have tremendous power. Positive thoughts are like good seeds, producing flowers and vegetables and beautiful trees. Negative thoughts are like weeds. They just kind of clog things up. And our practice of yoga helps us to pay attention to our thoughts and to our actions so that we can till the soil and get rid of the weeds. As we sit here to prepare to breathe and stretch and smile, really feel yourself letting go of anything that's weighing you down, any weed in your mind, so that when we focus our mind on growth, we will flourish and blossom just like the beautiful space that you're sitting in today. Feel yourself settling in to the garden of the mind. Begin to feel yourself cultivating seeds of mindfulness right here and right now, together. Let's sit in nature and empower our mind and our body. Notice your breath. Notice your body. And begin to just observe the sensations. No judgment. Just breathe and be. Feel the softness of the inhale as it moves in through the nostrils. And feel the gratitude of the exhale as you weed your body-mind connection. Feel the breath gently moving, free-flowing. Your gaze is calm and your mind is light. Just breathing and being. Now that we've dropped in a little bit and feel more settled, let's gently take and bring our knees towards the chest. And I'm just going to turn so you can see me. Lay on back. We're going to start off our practice with wind removing pose. Taking your right knee up, you can hold your shins or behind the thigh and give your knee a nice little tug. Rotate your foot in one direction and then the opposite direction. Feel your knee nice and open as you hold onto it and reach your right arm out. And we'll find a good old-fashioned twist. Twists are so incredible. Feel your gaze internal. Just notice where you're holding on to any tension and use the twist to release any worry, any care. Feel the exhales letting everything go. a nice, generous hug. And then lower the foot back down. And we'll switch, taking the opposite knee up, give it a nice big hug, and move the foot about one way. And take it in reverse as you wake your body up slowly this morning. And finding the twist in the opposite direction. Right hand supports the left knee. Knee goes to a side and your arm reach out. And see if you can gaze to the extended hand. Getting a nice stretch for your neck, your shoulders. Big conscious breaths in. Gentle, relaxing breaths out. Guide your head to center, your knee back to center. And as your knee is up, just bring your right knee to come greet it. Sway a little bit from side to side. You could even find a happy baby, grabbing your feet from the inside or the outside, and pulling the knees down, getting a good stretch through your hips. Feel that really yummy breath. And we'll do one more thing as you release your hands. So the second thing we're going to do on our back is a little bit of the threading of the needle. Take and bring your right foot up and place it to the top of the left leg. Reach your right hand through the diamond shape created and take the left foot up. Grab on behind the thigh and feel a really nice stretch through the right hip socket. Lift your heart as your shoulders relax into the ground, into the mat, into the soil. And feel every breath allowing you to blossom like a beautiful flower. We'll take and release our hands and bring the feet back down, arms down. Let's find the other side, taking the left ankle on top, right foot is flexed, left hand through the space created, and grab on behind the thigh. If you feel you want a little bit more of an advanced stretch, you're welcome to grab your shin. It really depends on how open your body is today. Big, steady breaths in through the nose, and gentle, calm, free-flowing breaths out. If you flex the foot of the knee that's being bent, it'll help protect the knee. Find one more good breath. And then release your hands, lower your feet back down, and reach your hands up. Take and bend your knees to the chest, and this time grab onto your shins. Sway your hips from side to side. Feel your back long and strong like a beautiful trunk of a tree. And then reach your right arm back behind you, and we'll roll over to the right side, curling up into a fetal position. I always like this space because it's a space of listening. It's a space of letting go. Feel your body dropping into awareness. And as you pay attention to the breath, gently press into your palms, bringing your body up into a neutral position. Getting prepared for cat and cow. Feel the shoulders reaching the sides of the room, middle fingers pointing forward, hands connected to the earth. Your inhale lifts your heart up, belly hangs, shoulders broaden, and exhale, rounding and opening. Inhale to lift and lengthen, and exhale, rounding and opening. Inhale, lift. Exhale, gazing to the belly button, press your spine to the sky. Coming into a neutral space, begin to take and bring the toes to the ground as your heels come up higher, And we're just going to walk our hands to our knees. What this does is, this pose we're in is called hero's pose, and you're stretching out the arches of your feet. This is a great way to wake up the lines of communication in your body. It's also a great way for me to take my work shirt off and throw it away. As your back is nice and long, feel that really good stretch in your feet. Your feet might be tender, but you're just finding all the nerves in your body-mind connection. Find one more really good breath as you stretch out your toes and you harness the pure potentiality of the breath. And then we'll walk our hands back down into your cat-cow. Let's take the shoelace side of the feet down to the ground and just kind of hip the feet to the ground. Excuse me. Feel them waking up. And then we'll guide our bodies into a downward facing dog. Rolling the toes under, hips lift high. Excuse me. Pedal out the legs left and right. Waking up the hips just like we woke up the feet. And then let's take and walk our hands to the back of the mat as your head hangs down. Your feet are 2 fist widths apart or frontal hip bone distance apart, and your neck is nice and long. Feel yourself hanging like a rag doll. You could even take your hands behind your head and sway a little bit from side to side. Have resiliency in your legs, a little micro bend in the knees so that you don't overstretch your hamstrings. As your hands come down to the ground, let's keep our left hand down to the ground and reach your right arm up nice and high. Good old-fashioned twists as we stretch out our wrists, doing yoga for our hands. Move your hand the other way. You could even take your hand to your low back to lengthen your tailbone. And bring the right hand down and let's switch. Right hand comes down, left hand reaches up high. Moving your foot hand one way or the opposite way until your hand comes to your low back and you twist. One more good breath as you rinse out your body like a dirty dish rag, letting everything go. Left hand comes down, head hangs. And as your feet stay 2 fist widths apart, let's gently walk our hands out into a nice down dog. Now your body's more receptive to the stretch. Micro bend in the knees creates more space through the low back. Let's find a gentle vinyasa. Inhale to high plank. Shoulders over the wrists, legs nice and strong. And we'll lower our knees, our chest, and our chin down. With your inhale, let's find a gentle cobra, lifting up. And exhale, lower back down. Let's do that 2 more times. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, lowering down. Inhaling up. And exhaling down. Taking your hands a little bit further back, let's press into the shoelace side of our feet. Feel your kneecaps smile as your thighs lift up off the mat into a full upward facing dog. Shoulders broaden, elbows slightly bent, knuckles and your thumbs are straight and true. Find one more good breath as your heart is held high. And then looking down the tip of the nose, slingshot your hips to the sky and head hangs. Conscious, deep breaths in, active, forceful breaths out. Walk your feet towards the top interlace your palms together. Gently stretch to the left. And then come on through center as you extend to the right. Inhale, back up. And with a micro bend in the knees, exhale, dive down, fold forward. Inhale, lifting and lengthening. Exhale, palms to the ground. Step the left foot back, low lunge. Inhale, reach. Arms up high to the sky. And we're going to do that same thing. Gently stretch your body to the right side. Feel the intercostal muscles, the muscles that support your ribs, expanding and contracting with every breath. Feel stability as you extend. Inhale, come on up. And exhale, hands are going to come inside of the right foot. And we're going to get a nice juicy hip opener. So we're going to take and roll the left toes under and just kind of move your hips in circles. Feel this happy and easy as we're just cultivating the seeds of mindfulness together. And let's take and lower the left knee again back down to the ground, framing out the right foot. And all we're going to do is step back, down dog. Inhale to plank. Exhale, chaturanga. You're welcome to bring your knees to the ground. Inhale, up or gentle cobra. And exhale, downward facing dog. Slingshotting the hips to the sky. Fingers spread wide, your head hangs. Walk your feet close together. Inhale the same right foot high. And let's step right foot forward. Inhale, reach your arms up high, crescent lunge. And as you exhale, hands to your heart, we're just going to step right foot forward. Big breath in and a gentle breath out. Inhale, reach high. Exhale, dive all the way down. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, step the right foot back now. Right knee and shin down to the ground. Inhale, your arms come up and the fingers interlace. Maybe even try the odd grip as you stretch to the left. Feel every exhale that your ribs are stitching together, creating space in your body-mind connection, just by breathing. Inhale, back up. Exhale, hands come down inside of the left foot. Roll your right toes under, and let's move our hips in nice, generous circles. One way, the other way. Lower your right knee and shin back down. Frame out the left foot. As the right toes roll under, step back, down dog. Inhaling and exhaling. With the next breath, high plank, lower chaturanga. Inhale, up or gentle cobra. And exhale, downward facing dog. Your body's strong. Feel yourself connected. And lift left foot up. Step left foot forward, low lunge. Inhale, reach your arms up high to crescent lunge. Exhale, hands to your heart. And spring forward to stand at the top of the mat. Fantastic practice, everyone. Let's go a little bit deeper. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. With your next inhale, step your right foot forward, crescent lunge. Warming up the body with your vinyasa, hands come down, step back to plank, lower chaturanga, inhaling up and exhaling down. Left foot makes its way forward, arms reach high. Exhale, palms come to the ground. Stepping back, chaturanga, inhaling up and exhaling down. And just like what we did at the beginning of our practice, walking our hands to the back of the mat, take and walk your palms back to your feet, stretching out your gardening hamstrings. We're going to take and bring peace signs and grab them onto the big toes. Eyeballs of the elbows shoot to the sides of the room and your head hangs down like a giant weight. Shrug your shoulders up to the sky. Bend your knees as much as you need to get your stomach to your thighs and your face to your shins. And now with this connection, draw the eyeballs, the elbows out further and lift your hips up to the sky. Gentle breaths, strong practice. And then inhale to lift your chest. Exhale, release your hands, toe wheel your feet together, and we'll bend our knees and keep your fingertips to the ground. So where your buns are, keep the buns right where they are, but lift your arms up high. Chair pose, Utkatasana. Find strength with the breath. Find ease in your practice as you sit a little bit further. And we're going to take and bring our hands to our heart for a spinal twist. Twisting, left elbow outside of the right leg, palms together and twist. You're also welcome to bring left hand outside of the leg and twist. Conscious breaths as your chest is open. Inhale and exhale. Inhale back to center. Let's just reach our arms up and straighten the legs, giving ourselves a little break. And exhale, sitting back deep, hands to your heart. So your body's in this beautiful lightning bolt formation, and we'll twist to the other side. Right elbow down, left elbow high. Twisting and opening. Whether you have your right hand to the leg or your right elbow, you're finding this is about the breath. Twisting, rinsing, opening up. Inhale, back to center, straight arms, straight legs. And with a big smile, dive all the way down, fold forward. Separate your feet again, 2 fist widths apart. And this time you're going to take your hands underneath your feet, your toes come towards your wrists as your head hangs down. Your shoulders reach to the sides of the room and sway your head out. So you know you're not holding any tension in your head and neck. Draw your head further towards the legs. Shoulders to the sky. And then we'll release our hands and walk them back out. Downward facing dog. Your body's in a V, your hips are the highest point. Let your breath guide you through your vinyasa. Inhale, plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhaling up and exhaling, downward facing dog. Walk your feet close together. Reach your right foot up, bend the knee, open the hip. Sometimes people call this a fire hydrant pose, like a dog going to the bathroom. Reach your foot up and step forward Finding a dynamic warrior dance. Inhale, reverse your warrior, straighten the leg. Exhale, lunge back, warrior two. Inhale, reversing. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reversing. Exhale, warrior two. With your next inhale, as you reverse, let's take and toe heel the left foot in, and we'll find triangle pose. Right arm comes down, left arm reaches up. You're welcome to only kind of bring your hand to the inner calf or inner thigh. It's up to you how deep your body can extend this morning. Feel that your gaze is either down to the ground or up to the sky. Shoulders open. And even though we're in this triangular form, still feel like you're just standing in Tadasana, your mountain pose. Look down to the ground and inhale, come on up. Exhale, lunging, moving your feet a little bit wider into your warrior two. Let's continue with this pose. Try not to hammock in your joints, so make sure that your knee is above the ankle and your thigh doesn't go too low or dip down. With your inhale, we're gonna reverse our warrior, but this time keep your knee down. And exhale, right elbow to right thigh, left arm to the sky. You can stay here or bring elbow inside of knee, fingers pointing towards the toes, or right hand outside of right foot, left arm up and over. Waking up your body-mind connection. Feel everything working together as you look to the left palm. Gaze is calm, body is strong. With your inhale, reverse the warrior. Exhale, hands come down, framing out the foot. Step your foot back and lower, chaturanga. Inhaling up or gentle cobra, and exhale, downward facing dog. Really incredible effort, everybody. Feel that balance of that effortless effort as you let the breath make you feel light and strong. Lift the left foot up, bend the knee, open the hip, and we're going to do the same thing now on the left side. Left leg goes high. Step the left foot forward, low lunge. Inhale, reach your arms up high to crescent lunge. Exhale, opening up to warrior two. Inhale for your dynamic warrior dance. Straighten the left leg, left arm high. Exhale to lunge. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, lunge. Inhale, reverse, and exhale, lunge. And now we're going to take and inhale, reverse, and draw the right foot in a little bit for a triangle pose. Left hand inside or outside of the foot, right arm high to the sky. And even though I'm not looking at you, you're still finding a gentle triangle pose. Your chest is open. Your body is as light and as colorful as a beautiful butterfly in the garden. Feel yourself strong and open, floating with the breath. And with your next exhale, look down to the ground. Inhale, guide yourself back up and lunge back into your warrior two. Fingers are outstretched, shoulders are over your hips, and we'll take ourselves to extended side angle. Reverse your warrior and take the left elbow on top of the thigh, right arm to the sky, or elbow inside the knee, or hand outside the foot and the arm up and over. Feel the integration of your mind and your body with the breath. Notice the sensations, but also down to the ground for your exhale to reverse the warrior. And your palms frame out the foot. Step back to plank. Lower chaturanga. Inhaling up and exhaling down. And sway out your head side to side. Find your shoulders opening. And then we'll look to the top of the mat. And with a little bend in the knees, step or float to the top of the mat. Exhale, kiss your shins. And bend your knees. Inhale. Reach your arms up high, finding your seat in Utkatasana. That beautiful, courageous pose. Straight arms, straight legs. Samasthitihi, your equal footing. Now we're going to take our hands to our hips as we go deeper into our practice. Our hips are getting nice and open from everything that we're doing. And we're going to step our feet frontal hip bone distance apart. We're going to try a crow pose. Point your toes out and bring your hands in front of your heart. And then gently guide your body down, sticking your buns back into a squat. Elbows inside the knees, hands to the heart as you lift your chest. Breathing calmly, we're going to open up our shoulders, taking your right elbow in and your right hand down, and your left arm up high to the sky. So you're just twisting and extending. And let's switch. Left shoulder in, left hand down, right arm up. Pressing knee into shoulder, shoulder into knee. Waking up the inner thigh muscles. Now that the inner thigh muscles are woken, you're going to press elbow to knee, knee to elbow, and bring your hands down. Remember, everything is optional, so get off the yoga bus when you need to. Really honor the body of today. Your hands are going to come down, and we're going to take and lift your heels up. Just like when we were in hero's pose, you're on the ball mounts of your feet. Hands come to the ground, and you're going to squeeze arms into legs and legs into arms. See if you can lift your right foot up and lower it down. Find a spot fixed on the ground about 4 feet in front of you, and the left foot up. And lower it down. Just notice and be kind to yourself as you squeeze elbows to knees, knees to elbows. See if you can get your big toes to touch. Breathing here. Shoulders are open. Body is calm. And step or float back to plank. Lower chaturanga. Inhaling up. And exhaling, downward facing dog. Neck is long. Body is calm. Use your down dog to reorganize, re-energize. And we'll take in, reach right foot up, step right foot forward, and open directly into warrior two. With your inhale, straighten your arms and legs and reach your arms up high. Exhale, arms go open, and as your toes kind of face in the same direction, let's find goddess pose. Point your toes out, bring your hands to your heart, and sit deeply into a chair. As you sit into this space, your toes are light, but the ball mounts in your heels should feel equally distributed. Inhale, star pose, reaching up. Exhale, hands come back in front of your heart. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, hands in front of the chest. One more time as we tone our buns. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hands in front of your heart. Now take your hands, bring them back behind you. Inhale, straighten the legs, and we're going to go right into pyramid pose from here. So let's point our toes forward. You might need to take a shorter stance. Your heart lifts high, and you're drawing the hips back as you're gazing down to the ground. Now remember, if grabbing your elbows is precarious, you're welcome to bring the tips of the fingers to the ground.
stretching out our hamstrings as we allow the weight of our body to create more extension. Neck is long, sending fresh oxygenated blood to the brain. And we'll use our inhale to come on back up. And with your exhale, all we're going to do is space the back of your mat. Heart is high, body is strong. Breathe yourself into a forward fold. Inhaling and exhaling. You could even scissor your hips to make sure that they kind of find that proper alignment. Let your body be calm as your kneecaps smile. Bones hugging muscles, muscles hugging bones. And come on back up and pivot your feet parallel with each other. That's so funny. Open your arms up nice and wide. And let's take and bring our hands again back behind us, but this time we're interlacing the fingers. We're going to do a gentle forward fold and a really awesome shoulder opener. Feel the bones and muscles hugging each other and almost like you're lifting up your pants. You know how they kind of like snug like nylon sometimes are? You're just pulling your muscles up to the sky. Bones and muscles integrated, heart is high. Little bend in the knees. Buns are active, glutes are strong, head hangs down. You could sway your arms from side to side. You could make this passive and just fold forward, or else keep your hands there and bring your gaze further through until, let's see if I can do it, your head touches down. And then your pinkies touch down. With your exhale, bring your hands to the ground. And we're just going to walk our hands to frame out the right foot and step back for a vinyasa. Stepping back, high plank, lower chaturanga. Inhaling up. And with a smile on your heart, exhale down. Feet connect, neck is long, breathing deeply. Walk hands and feet to meet at the center of the mat as your head hangs. And with a little bend in the knees, let's roll, roll, roll our body up to standing. You're doing an incredible job in your yoga practice this morning, everyone. I hope you're feeling great. We're going to find eagle pose. This is great for your shoulders, your wrists, your knees, your hips, especially if you squat in the garden a lot or are doing a lot of bike riding this summer. This is a great release, and especially from all the computer work we do. So eagle pose, bend your knees, inhale, reach your arms up high, taking a seat, and then bring right arm underneath the left, grab your shoulders. If you can go a little bit further, let's grab our wrists. And even further, you can interlace your hands and lift the elbows up high. Whew. Take and bring right foot up over the left, and let's flex our toes today, protecting the meniscus and the knees, and squat, squat, squat down like you're near an outhouse, but you don't want to sit down on the seat. Body is strong, chest is high, and then we're going to unwind, and let's see if we can soar like an airplane. Practicing. Whew. Our balance pose almost fell out. Gaze to the ground and soar like an airplane until you come to a standing position. Tada, mountain pose. Nothing can erode your calm. Big breaths in through the nose. Calm, gentle breaths out. Let's find our second eagle pose, Garudasana. Bending your knees, inhale, reaching your arms up high. And with your next exhale, let's take, and now the left side's gonna go under, hug your shoulders. Now if you've been working on the computer a lot and your neck and shoulders are tight, this is all you need to do, and you bring your elbows up. If you can go a little bit further, interlace your hands and sit deeper. Left leg lifts up and over. Left foot flexes, and you're squeezing your thighs together like you're on a road trip and you gotta pee. So really, really, really squeeze to get more length through the spine. Elbows are high. Big breath in. I don't know if you can hear that, but I think insect is trying to get out of this space. And a good breath out. Big breath in. Good breath out. And then we're going to unwind into our airplane, finding freedom. Soar as you balance out your strengths and your weaknesses. Whether the left leg goes super high or not, it's about just feeling stability. And with your exhale, step back, standing in the middle of the mat. Body is confident, breath is cathartic, as we just empower our mind-body connection. Whew. Doing an awesome job, everybody. Let's do one more vinyasa before we make our way to tree pose and our final practice on the mat in our seated poses. Inhale, reach high. Exhale, little bend in the knees, dive down. Walk your hands to the top of the mat and your feet to the back of the mat, and we find our down dog. Inhale, plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhaling up and exhaling, downward facing dog. Walking your hands and feet to meet at the center of the mat, preparing for our tree pose. Gently bend the knees and just roll yourself up with compassion as we're just focusing and growing together. With your next inhale, bring your hands in front of your heart. Right toes are light. Knee goes to the right side, and the foot comes into the left leg. Whether it's ankle, calf, or inner thigh, find your lightness. Your arms can reach like branches of a tree, or your hands can reach high to the sunshine, and you can pull it and bring all that beautiful brightness to your heart. Knee comes forward, foot relaxes, and your arms come down. And let's find our second side. Hands to the heart, left foot is light, body is expressive as you find yourself like a beautiful plant in the garden, growing strong. And we'll release, hands in front of the chest, knee forward, foot comes down. Big breath in as you sip in the air, and exhale, dive all the way down. And begin to just bend your knees and come into a comfortable seated position, and we'll bring our legs out in front of us. Truly feel like you have let go as we are planting those good seeds and weeding, cultivating those seeds of mindfulness as we plow our body with the breath. Your back is long, your hands are going to come forward, and then gently begin to draw your chest forward. And big breath in as you lengthen, and a good breath out. You've truly dug into the earth, and you've made your mind and body calm. So feel yourself stretching a little bit further. Relaxing a little bit deeper. With your inhale, come on back up. And with your exhale, we're going to take and draw your hands inside of your knees. that are in this beautiful garden space that we're in until your hips come closer to your heels. Let's take our hands back behind us as you broaden the chest. Feel that you're just basking in the sunshine of the breath as your feet kind of open like a book and your knees come closer to the ground. And now we'll go a little bit deeper, drawing your face towards your feet. Grab onto your feet and round your back. Feel yourself tending to your body just as gently as you tend to the garden. And slowly bring yourself up, and we'll grab on to the sides of the knees. Knees come together. I'm going to turn around as we guide ourselves into a bridge pose. Reach your hands forward and slowly, slowly, slowly roll your back down to the ground. Arms come down by your side and your heels are next to your hips. We did a lot of hip things and low back stuff today, so your body should be prepared for this pose. Let's do two versions of bridge. The first version, elbows down, palms face towards each other, and your neck is long. Lift the hips up. You can keep your palms facing there, or you can bring your hands down and interlace your fingers, shoulders go underneath. Really nice space in the chest cavity as your hips lift higher, toes spread wide on the ground. And then we'll release our hands and lower our hips. If that felt okay, we're going to go a little bit deeper into Urdhva Dhanurasana, full bridge, a full wheel. So remember, you can do this version or the hands interlaced underneath you, or take yourself into a full wheel or back bend. Pressing into your feet, using the breath as uplifting energy to lift your hips to the sky, your shoulders and feet stay connected. Interlace your hands and gently roll the shoulders underneath. If that feels calm and you want to go further, point your fingers towards you as the pads of the hands come down and you lift up into a full wheel. Feel your body as strong as a tree, as bright as a flower, as you feel an expression. The neck is long, and we'll lower back down, bending your knees to your chest, and just swaying from side to side like a happy baby giggling. Feel the bliss of the breath, and we'll take and do two more poses, or I lied, three more poses. Arms down by your sides, straighten your legs up high to the sky. Now you can stay right here, and this is your legs up the wall pose. Stretches out the hamstrings, is toning your core. If you want to go a little bit further, pressing into your palms, take your toes behind you into a plow. Interlace your hands just like bridge. And draw your chin towards your chest to the chin. Your hips lift high, and this is a great stretch for your neck, and as you can tell, it's harder to talk. If you want to go further, hands to your low back. One leg up, and then the other leg up. As you come into the queen of the practice, your shoulder stand. Lifting and opening, activating your toes. Jaw is relaxed. And you're breathing. Let's take our feet into butterfly pose. Maybe even sway the butterfly knees a little bit until the knees come to your ears and the toes come down and your hands come down. Gentle ear pressure pose. And we roll, roll, roll ourselves out into happy baby. So if your legs were just up the wall, grab onto your feet, and we'll all meet in happy baby. As we let go of the negative thoughts we tap into the positive thoughts with our practice, we're just weeding our body-mind connection. Feel as we do our final spinal twist, if anything is still kind of holding on to you, it's time to let go. Gently guide your knees to the left as your chin goes to the right. Twisting and lengthening. And then bring your head and knees to center as your knees sway to the right and your chin goes towards the left. Your head and knees come back to center and then relax everything out. This is your time to let go. Your feet are wide, your legs are wide, and almost imagine that you're on a beach or in the snow and you're making a snow angel or a beach angel. So your arms are wide and you're just relaxing like a little kid with childlike wonderment. Feel this playful energy dancing through your body. And you all can stay in Shavasana. I'm just going to gently come on up to a seated space. As you lay out in Shavasana, truly feel like you have let go. Truly feel your body-mind connection as you've cultivated the seeds of mindfulness on the mat. Just like the practicing of yoga, gardening adds years to your life and life to your years. Breathing deeply, soften yourself and open up to this precious moment. And you're welcome to stay in Shavasana for as long as you like, relaxing in your own beautiful space, in your own environments that you've created. Thank you so much for practicing with us today and cultivating the seeds of mindfulness. I truly honor and respect the power within each and every one of you. In thought, in speech, and in action, may the merits of your practice benefit all beings. I'm wishing you tons of love and lots of peace as you love more and stress less. Thank you very much.